Welcome to Going Insane with Temper Shmaine. That's me. How y'all doing? You in the river? I'm in the river. My river took a detour down memory lane with a soul that had much to do with many of my memories. And but now I'm back and needed to share what the energies are sharing with me right now and the processing, because for me everything's a sync, and the processing of the triggers, the memories triggered, the behaviors triggered, the energies exchanged, triggering, but just kind of revisiting, kind of blast from the past type of stuff. And who you used to be, who you're not anymore, what's the same, what's different, does it hurt from any point of, aspect, or, whatever, from any point of view, is it painful triggering? Is it forgivable triggering? Is it judgmental triggering? Shameful? And I would say to all of that, well, no. I have only love for myself, for other people, and all the other stuff that now occurs, happens, is triggered, is forgivable. It's just okay. I acknowledge that in you. I acknowledge that in me, and I love you anyway. Do you forgive and love me anyway? I don't know. I'm not other souls. I don't do other souls. I do me. Much to the chagrin of others, I don't know. That's not my concern, because I'm doing me. So let's move on. Let's go ahead. Let's call it gang gang. Gang gang. OCT. Come and play with me. Really do wake up in a good mood. Always have, apparently. And well, for the most part, it's my truest nature. Okay, so gang gang, ancestors, archangels, guides, loved ones, 5D and above, please join me today in this message as we draw on these energies in this month of July, in this year of change, during this ascension, this great event, the Great Awakening, the event, to bring a relevant, timely, inspirational, edifying, enlightening, and encouraging message to me and the souls watching. Whenever you're watching, is your now, okay? These are timeless. I am humbled in my space. I'm humbled in my skin. I'm humbled in my inner workings, my environment, right? Previous videos, okay. And I'm just so grateful to be here, able to do this. I see your IL. That always seems to be Melchizedek now. Is it Metatron? Metatron. It's Michael Angel's here, of course. Sananda. I always call him in. Shekinah is the Holy Spirit, always with me. Magdalene, his twin flame. Joan of Arc, my hero, along with Magdalene, right? Lady Hope and Lady Faith. G5 Eagle. Okay. Shall we get started? And the timing of everything in my life really, it amazes me because it's, if you just take a look, it's in perfect lockstep with what's next on the spiritual ascension radar or soul growth journey. And the soul calls in things that need to be addressed because it's time, or experienced, or explored. And to either embrace, release, acknowledge, or experience, right? So I'm in awe of my life because of how it flows out like that. And that's how you can ride the wave, or, get in the river and flow, because you're always floating up to what you're supposed to encounter next, for whatever reason. And there's the free will, is how you choose to experience it and or acknowledge it. Exactly what I just said. Acknowledge it, experience it, embrace it, and handle it, and choose to weave it into your tapestry of life, of your life, of your experiences, the next war story or memory, and how it's going to weave into who you are as a soul and your movement forward. So, I mean, that's the bottom line. You don't really get to have free will of what you experience or encounter, but you do have total free will on how you choose to handle it. If you want it to be a debilitating experience, or one of self-empowerment or soul growth, or just, put a pin in that and explore that again later. Whatever, And those are just examples. And that's it. But this is the month to do that in. This is the year to do that in. We're being highly encouraged to do that now, in July, for the first waivers and the way showers. We're doing this blind, and so we can only feel our way, literally. And the 3D evidence of our stockpiles aren't evident yet, but they're coming, and I have faith in that. I was going to say something. Oh, the 24th. Okay, so I just got word. The way they bring stuff to my attention, that July 24th, and this is with Sam the Illusionist, okay? And he channeled Archangel Michael. It's his latest video. And it's quite enlightening. But he brings up that July 24th is, and the whole video is worth paying attention to. But the 24th is bringing, they're doing a check on Gaia and this plane and the energies, and kind of doing a frequency test to see how we're doing. So, okay, it's an open book test. Okay, we can raise our frequencies, high our vibe, get grounded in the 0.0 point of joy, which is bliss, and truly work on our heart chakras, getting balanced, our throat chakras getting balanced. We really need to, I've talked about this before. Excuse me. I've talked about this before. But so does this video, okay? Really important to get all our chakras whirring at the same speed and the same direction would be good too. And we go chakra, 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 boom. Okay. And okay, so are you ready to start your message? I didn't really shuffle before I came on. I just jumped on and allowed myself to rest and sleep during a really bad headache. And I never have headaches, so that might be something. But that was yesterday, and I slept and allowed myself to sleep and rest. And I could tell I was getting downloads all night long. All day yesterday, watched a couple movies, and pondered how I was going to process everything that had come up. And that was really, it's useful for me. Uh, yeah, it's all good. It's just sometimes you just have to let the dust settle. Especially you're kind of in a bubble most of the time, and then you come down and other people can come into your bubble, and it's like it's not it's out of it's an extraordinary experience because it's not ordinary, so it's extraordinary, and it's just it's to everybody, especially since the quarantine, right? Nobody was invading anybody's spaces, by mandate. Of course, I said quarantine this, and I just flew away. Okay, would you like to add to your message, please? Oh, it's kind of interesting that Starfleet Command, whatever, Star Federation, something like that. I keep forgetting. It's just one of those things that I don't, like I already told you. Oh, by the way, welcome if you're new. This channel is based on 29. Now I've gone back to 29. 29 foundational videos that were channeled from on high. They're kind of bite-sized morsels. You can kind of Pac-Man through them. And that's what I refer to as the open book test material. And it's channeled from on high for us to check to understand the soul growth criteria and strides that we need to make, because we do. We can't go unprepared. We can't go out of balance, and we can't ascend or help other souls, the ones stuck in the 3D matrix. Um, the ones that still watch the news and the ones that still believe everything they see, even though they know better, or whatever. It's fear porn, and right now it's not supposed to be obvious that I'm not the crazy one. It's supposed to be presumed that I am, and that's okay because I can fill that space pretty good. I don't care. I've been called Crazy Tracy. Whatever. It don't matter. I don't care. I would rather be me than be normie. Whatever. apparently in my life walk, me standing in my power, no matter what stage of growth or maturity I was in, um, as a female, as myself. I mean, just all of myself. And since I was raised on a ranch, and I could hit I was strong. Like, to borrow my was it not Mike Tyson? Was it who he fought? I don't know if it was George Foreman. Anyway, said he hits like a mule kicks. Well, back when I was TJ and I was angry, um, it appears that people were not only shocked by my power, but they were also kind of curious. But also, I don't know if it was, if guys were jealous of it or intimidated by it. I'm definitely intimidated by it. Okay, everybody was, even I was intimidated by it, but that's not the point. The point was that I kind of always walked in a feminine masculine balance of um, balancing my strengths, because that's who I was. And sometimes it teetered one way and sometimes it teetered the other way, as per usual. But I understood and that I was powerful, and so therefore my feminine, and I'm just not that girl. Just not that. Never have been. Took me a while to get the angry TJ to go away, but I did that through forgiveness of myself, really a lot, because angry TJ, she did a lot of things. Some things you don't remember, and that's okay too. But she was looking for different kinds of. She self-medicated a lot because she was so angry. She didn't want to be angry, and she didn't want to feel that pain. And believe me, she felt it very deeply into the core of her existence. When you're on the verge of being a mother and you don't want to birth a child into this world when you're angry at everybody, including your parents, because you don't want your baby to have that against you. Oh, I tried. Okay, I tried, but the point was I worked really, 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 really hard at forgiveness for those that had hurt me and abandoned me, as my inner child was working things out. And it was a good 4 years in until I actually got, and 4 years in after I had my daughter, that I actually was able, maybe even longer, 5, 6, I don't know. But it took me that long to actually work through peeling the onion. And I peeled a lot. I cried a lot, peeled a lot of onion skin. And that was just for the main player. That was just for one person in my life that far that I just really needed to have forgiveness for, and I knew it, and I knew I had to work hard at it. And so that's why I know a lot about it, because I delved in, I researched, I did my inner work. I had to, and because I was really angry, and I didn't want to be really angry and a mommy. I wanted to be a fun mommy, and I was, and I liked to laugh and play, and wanted to dance and sing, and everybody get along. And that didn't happen, but that's because we had a long journey to discovering what needed to be transmuted, and that Narcissism isn't control, isn't love. It's not even love of self. It's fight for power of obtaining possessions, even if it's souls or somebody else's love. And I seem to be a source of attraction for those types of people. And they all wanted to possess me, heart, mind, body, and soul. And I said, at first, I kind of went in and I did that, and I would change for them. I would change and bend and change. And then they just kept wanting, and then all of a sudden I changed so much they didn't even respect me anymore. And then I'm like, that's it. I did this repeatedly. I can name 4 particular men in my life that I did that for, until I didn't recognize myself, and neither did they. And then I came back stronger and said, guess what? I've done everything. I pulled every rabbit out of every hat, and now I'm going to go. Because altering for you doesn't help the situation. It makes it worse. You just want me to change this. Then you're never happy. You're never happy. No matter what I do, you're not going to be happy with just me. So, there. Would you like to add to your message, please? Wow. Okay. The message, not my message. It's an overdue message. It's never overdue, but I felt it coming on. This kind of revelation in my life. My life experiences is the well that I get to dip into, and I've had an epic life. I've had a grand ride, and thank you. It reminded me that I wanted to mention that all the souls that I've encountered along my path in my life, good, bad, ugly, beautiful, and otherwise, which most of them were all of those put together, very powerful souls. I've been sharpened on much steel. Powerful souls put in my life for me to be sharpened upon and with. Okay, because of their beauty, of their powerful impact on me, and the deep love. It's like I'm going to mention it again, a connection to these souls that I feel is lifetimes. Soul family goes beyond this life existence. Soul mates are mates, like English are all showing, hey mate. Soul mates are soul family. Twin flames are something else. Completely different. It's not the same. Soul mates. And I can name them. I have, not everybody in my life has been a soulmate, but the people that I've had connections to and heart ties to are definitely soul family, soul tribe, from however long. And it's my honor to have experienced them, no matter what their role was in my life. And nothing can change that. When you can come into that acknowledgement that, even if they're your arch enemy, they're here to be your arch enemy, and as powerful as they are, is as powerful as you needed an arch enemy to be. Let that sink in. So, your souls would get bored if if the life journeys and soul experiences each lifetime were the same one, so they want to, since the one is living vicariously through all the little ones, then the bigger the spectrum of experiences for each soul gives the biggest vicarious experience for the whole. So even if they come down as a highly low vibing, malicious, and gets carried away with the power of the dark forces, they dared themselves not to get lost in that. And then we just have to say, okay, well, that's on you, how you handle it, you and the divine, because we're underqualified to judge a soul. I don't care who they are. That's why you bless all the souls that send you energy, or as you're blocking their energy, or return to sender their energy, because they're just alter egos of yourself, essentially. It's like, but for the grace of God go I. Exactly. It's just, it wasn't our turn to be that person, or take those chances, or push that envelope. Okay? Okay. I mean, when you start letting all of this extra, this is not, I mean, like, we're alive even when we die, because that's the real true existence of our soul. This is just a meat suit with electricity in it, walking out the life experiment, the earth experience. And then you kind of can let all of this, you can kind of let your mind expand into, it's okay. It's okay. Everything's okay. Everything will be all right. It's all right. Now, if you want to, if you feel compelled to become or challenge yourself to evolve any soul, okay, into, if you feel like you're being pushed from inside, your over soul is saying, but stop that now. Now stop. Okay, your ego did you okay for up to now, but now stop. You're just hurting yourself now. Now you're dipping into stuff that you don't need to be dipping into, because you may have to come back to do a lot of work, maybe not here on Gaia, but another 3D planet, okay, because Gaia's not going to stay 3D, so you can't actually come back. That's why the reincarnation back into Gaia, it's really, until once she's ascended, you can't come back into this life, but, or into this plane, because it won't be here. But there are other places to go to soul evolve, to balance out the karma, which is universal law. Okay, so that's thinking. It's above my pay grade, for sure. Yep. This message is timely, effective, and empowering if you receive it. We can't even miss or be mad at another soul for not being where we want them to be. Like I said, in half-baked cakes, because then we're imposing our desires onto their soul journey, onto their experience, and then it affects ours. And I mean, you can't be mad at a soul for choosing its path and having its experience. Whatever it is. That is how you ascend. That is the 0.0 point. Whether the people around you appreciate it or not. It's not about them. Again, it's about us. Does it change the love? Because when you get to the 0.0 point, it's always love, unconditionally, for everybody. No anger, no resentment, no jealousy, no envy, no sadness for their absence. Just joy at the memories that you have, because you let go of the darkness. That's why do you need it? When you want to add light, so you think of the good things. But it's also, that being said, then choosing to stay or retreat or return to darkness on purpose, just to be there, is counterproductive to everything that you are developing that is full of light and full of love and full of forgiveness, joy, abundance, and forward movement. Okay. I feel really good saying all that. I hope y'all receive that as it's intended. Okay. I'd like to add to your message, please. That one. Okay. Okay. I'm going to get a callus right there, but I wish it would hurry up and get there because it hurts. These cards are big. Come on. One more time. Okay. Ow. I'd like to add your message, please. You always surprise me. Take a tea. Card first, right? Ah! You are epic. You are. Okay. Me too. But you too. And together, we're epic. Yes, I like to giggle. You are epic. using passion and logic together, providing care for others, strength of spirit, warrior soul, knowledge, leading others, stability, planning and growth, the pinnacle of success, creating order from chaos, building your dream. Self-care message, rigidity, not leaving space for serendipity, being overly pragmatic, working too hard and overextending yourself, unconsciously blocking your epic journey. Your epic life. Can you see it yet? It's just over the horizon, and you are at a point where you have the wisdom and the experience to make it happen. Your stamina and hard work are paying off, and you are being called to bring order from any chaos you've been experiencing. It's time to take the leadership role at the helm of your life and navigate confidently into areas that you haven't explored yet. You are ready to handle it. Be strategic as you plan your route. And as you build your future, know that your guides and angels are supporting the evolution of the stream. The universe is offering you a chance to steer toward the epic success you've been imagining. So trust in the foundation you are building. An empire of light and love surrounds you. You are never alone, so don't allow this opportunity to be befuddled by doubt, frustration, or fear. Dig in with determination and head into a new phase of prosperity and growth. Claim this. I claim it. The seed of life on this card is bursting open and showing the way. What seeds did you plant that have yet to bloom? What gifts are on the way? What do you need to let go of in order to open the gates of your epic life? Doubt, fear, shame, a shoulda, coulda, woulda? What needs to happen so that you are able to receive the epic success that the universe is offering? Soul on fire. I claim that. It's 11:38. Soul on fire. I like that. Soul on fire. Essential meanings: passion, laser-like focus on your goal, infectious enthusiasm, success on the way, finding what lights you up. Self-care message. A loss of faith, needing to find your passion, boredom, settling for less, feeling unworthy of the miracles of joy. Fearlessly pursue that which sets your soul ablaze. Soul on fire is an exhilarating state. It's impulsive. It's catchy. It's catchy. It is the one tunnel vision option that lies ahead of you that you absolutely cannot stop thinking about. It's passionately obsessive and thrilling, and it's always filled with the warm spirals of escalating energy. What do you see when you look at your tomorrow? Does it reverberate excitement? Is there fire energy there? If there isn't, you may be running after empty subtitles. Sorry about that. After empty subtitles. Oh, nah, it's those subtitles. No, it says substitutes. You may be running after empty substitutes for your dream, and it's time to find true zest for your journey. When you make the decision to expand your life in this way, the shift can happen quickly. Souls ablaze are magnetic, and they have a way of making huge changes in short spurts. Like, like that, right? Extraordinary experiences are built from within ordinary everyday lives. You have everything you need to find this spark of fascination for your journey. How could you expand your current reality so that it would be big enough to house your dream? Cut through the nonsense and the mad babble. Cut through the nonsense and the mad babble in your this word starts swimming there so small, and then they get italic. So that's even yuckier, right? Cut through the nonsense and the need to and okay, I'm gonna get through this. Cut through the nonsense and the mad babble you've been using to market or describe yourself. Stop trying to dazzle with expert lingo or fancy systems. Drop the facade. Sell them passion, your fire, your dream. If you could bring more infectious enthusiasm to your goal and talk about it from a place of pure passion, what would you say? Well, let's see. Let me start over. Just kidding. Previous videos, okay. We only got one today from the Shaman Stream, which is unusual. And it's a builder card. Closing door. Completion. And it's a 5. Change and transformation, right? Push that ugly darkness. See the light, it just overwhelms the darkness. You see it. Even the darkness has lightness. You can see. Even whoop, see? The light is even piercing. The darkness can't win. Not when light, lightens up. So much. Thank you. Excuse me. Closing door. Endings, completion, your greater calling. When the closing door shows up, it's a call to recognize an ending, to terminate a relationship, job, task, or situation that has been dragging on far too long. Unlock the cage you have been trapped in and shut the door behind you. This is not the time to worry about others, what others might think or feel. Instead, break with routine. Consider what you think and how you feel. And be true to your heart's calling. It's time to walk out the door. If you do not see a door but only a solid wall in front of you, ask for assistance. Muster the courage to say, no more. Remember as well that no one else needs to be wrong in order for you to do what you've known you need to do for a long time. Nobody's wrong. It's not about being wrong. We're right. It's a neutral place. It should be. Because whatever in the past is in the past. It can't affect now unless you let it. If the door to a project or a relationship has been closed to you, stop knocking on it. You have tried that already and no one answered. At least not in the way you would have liked. Take this as a gift, difficult and painful as it might be. Move on. Every door that shuts is an invitation to find another way, another path to your destination. Better to recognize this earlier rather than later. How many of us leave a relationship or job years after we knew it was time to move on? Stop wallowing in the pain and lingering on the reasons why things did not work out. It is keeping you from your greater calling. Bow deeply before that closed door. Give thanks for the lessons and set yourself free. Snake, shed old skin. They're so good at this. I'll look this one up. There it is. Snake, shed old skin. Cast off the old. Reveal your true colors, talents, and gifts to the world. In many spiritual traditions, the snake offers powerful medicine. In tantric teachings, it symbolizes the kundalini, which is the powerful serpentine energy within that allows you to reach your highest spiritual potential. When the sacred ones saw a snake in the nature of When the sacred ones saw a snake in nature or encountered one in a dream, they knew that there was transformation in the air. For me, the snake card not only represents the shedding of old skin, but moving beyond the limitations caused by carrying the venom of negative thoughts about others or the past. Just said that, did I not? I just said that. Jump on in, the river's fine. It takes a little work, it's a little painful, but once you get here, wouldn't you rather be in peace and serenity? It's worth it. Trust me. Trust angry old TJ. She doesn't exist. I pulled her into the light. Where all the good aspects can stay and integrate, and all the old sorry ones have, those issues have been resolved and transmuted. For me, the snake heart not only represents the shedding of old skin, but moving beyond the limitations caused by carrying the venom of negative thoughts about others or the past. The energy of renewal is washing over your life at this time. If for some reason you feel that your true self hasn't been recognized or you've been misread by others, know this energy is now leaving you. As you've been working through your old stories and all the self-limiting beliefs, you're so good, that you've accumulated along the way, you've been peeling away a shield of skin that has created limiting experiences. Your own personal commitment to growth has been recognized, and now the external world will begin to reflect all the work that you've been doing within. If you feel something you love someone you love, has misunderstood you recently, they will be able to see beyond that if you're willing to recognize your own challenges. This is a time for renewal, abundance, and connection. Let yourself be reborn and celebrated. Okay. The Royal You. 7 to 16. Oh, I went to 7. The Royal You. Key concepts. Sovereignty. Responsibility. Self-confidence. Self-rule. Ownership of your feelings and actions. A quiet sense of empowerment. being self-aware, not allowing outside influences out of alignment with your truth. Very important to know what your truth is and then stand there. It doesn't matter if other people agree or not. It doesn't matter if other people see it the same way. Because if they're judging what your truth is, if they're judging it, right? Just to be right, then they're not very in the right space, but that's manipulation, and that's not love. And that's not from a place of forgiveness. So it's okay to love that, love them, not love that, but love them, and remove your energy. Leave them with love, but you don't have to stay in that space and time, or that place where you don't have to stay there unless you want to. Do you know what it means to express personal sovereignty in your life? It's about how you hold to your inner sense of worth and integrity, secure in your belief that you have a unique purpose. It's really not that hard to stand there. I mean, maybe the first time, maybe the second, but anybody with moxie can start going, ooh, that's kind of fun being right outside everything, the sheeple, and in my own little space where I can go wherever I want. I don't have to follow any sheeps off any cliff. And in fact, kind of float over them, right? It's about feeling comfortable in your own skin, knowing who you are, and that nothing outside you can challenge your authentic self, the hard-won seat of awareness that you have earned. You are the ruler of your mind, and you're being invited now to consider what discipline you need to apply to your thoughts. Are they consistent with the values and the beauty you intend for your life? It is important now to keep your focus on what is right and good for you as well as others. Challenges in your life at this time, no matter how large or small, must be met with a measured response. If life sends you a challenge, can you speak up and set your boundaries with grace and surety? Calm, intelligent leadership is called for now. Sovereigns know when to plan their battles, so stay out of unnecessary skirmishes, and strategically wield your personal power. Now is the time to lead from the heart, from your authenticity and integrity. Hold your head high and know your worth. That is the mark of a true sovereign. Exposed and revealed again. Exposed and revealed. Key concepts: healing shame, the imposter syndrome, letting go of self-condemnation, freedom from past unresolved wounds, focusing on self-worth, and the underlying beauty in rejection. When you experience shame, you don't just feel you've done something wrong. You feel like you are wrong, fundamentally flawed. Know that life loves you, and the universe doesn't make junk, only magic. However, many social interactions, especially online, are steeped in distorted, unhealthy ways of expressing pain by shaming. Here is the way out of this. See shame as the heart-wrenching cry for help that it is. Consider whether you could have been triggered in the outer world by unresolved issues that that matched all your inner pain points. If someone is shaming you, perhaps you have triggered them. How miserable they must be to expend their energy on such toxicity. They are drinking poison, hoping you will get sick. You cannot love someone out of their shame, and you can only show compassion for both them and yourself. Set a healthy boundary and refuse to fan the flames. Look upon shame as an opportunity for growth, evolution, healing, and freedom. With this in mind, can you let go of your attachment to control? Admit that this emotion isn't something you have power over, and surrender to a higher power. There is a sacred quality to the vulnerability inherent in admitting you can't do this alone. When you allow yourself to be laid wide open in this way, you gain a beautiful new perspective. Then the healed shame has the infinite power of the divine to set you free. Wish upon a star. Wish upon a star. Key concepts. Intentions based on your desires and aspirations. The act of consciously committing to a vision. Sacrificing something of value, gambling on yourself. Trusting that dreams can become reality. The importance of daydreams. Do you believe that your dreams can become real, or do you shrug them off and chide yourself for being unrealistic? What if you could trust that the world around you holds promise you have not yet realized? Perhaps the point all along is not how something can happen, but the power of wishing and intending. We humans have multiple ways to ritualize owning a dream we want to see manifest in physical form. Think of a wishing well. You infuse a coin with your intention, tuning in to the feeling of having a particular experience. Tossing the coin into the well symbolizes the act of letting the how go, walking away and allowing the universe to do its part in the co-created partnership. Another method is to wish upon a star. Doing so, you also look back to our origins, for we are made of stardust. Today, allow yourself to dream and play with different realities. Even if it seems impossible, if it calls to you and feels good, why not choose it? Wish upon a star, then live as if your wish were already true, knowing that those beautiful dreams you have been nurturing are in the process of becoming real. Don't forget that the act of wishing, dreaming, and intending is more important than figuring out the how. It shows the universe you're serious about playing the game of life, and you trust the essence of the partnership. Remember, every dream you believe in and hope for is a call to a twinkling star. The answer will come, sometimes swiftly, sometimes slowly. No wish is ever wasted. They're really good at this. Spirit of gratitude. Spirit of gratitude. Key concepts. The prospering power of prayer, communion with the divine, expressing deep gratitude as you move through the world, knowing that your prayers will be answered exactly as they are meant to. In prayer, we connect directly to our higher power. It is a way for us to be in communion with the divine, a reminder that our lives are sacred conversation we are continuously engaged in. Our lives are the conversation. It's a long conversation, but it is our story is the communication of how we interact in this realm. Think about it. A reminder that our lives are a sacred conversation we are continuously engaged in. Prayer lets us know we are not alone. A power greater than us acts on our behalf and is activated through us, suffusing our hearts and minds with a faith that is life-affirming, loving, and compassionate. When we pray, we acknowledge that we are only part of the equation of life, that a spiritual aspect is always in operation. We engage in humility, knowing that we are a co-creative partnership and have so much to be grateful for. Expressing gratitude and asking to be of service is the most powerful, prospering prayer of all. When you focus your attention on appreciation for even the smallest aspects of your life and what you have already experienced, it's like waving a magic wand. Everything you need comes to you without effort. Obstacles fall away, and your purpose becomes ever clearer. The kind of prayer that will prosper you and others today is one of deep, abiding gratitude. You become a magnet for miracles when you are grateful and ask to be a channel for divine purpose. Divine abundance, love, and compassion. The power of source is within you. Now is the time to awaken it. Powerful, 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 powerful stuff. The stuff that you would normally poo-poo away, like, that's bullshit, is the most powerful shit. The stuff that our ego says, oh, that's stupid, that's silly, that's because we've been programmed like that. That's where the power is, because this is upside down world, okay? Inside out world. This is the twilight fucking zone. Everything they want you to believe isn't real. The opposite, in fact, is truth. Even the religion of science is not real. It's just to make things fit into, square pegs into round holes, so that their narrative works to keep us programmed and in fear and in unforgiveness and out of love, because we don't want to realize what love is. This fucked up mess of a world is all programmed thinking. They've got us all thinking about the same bullshit. Do unto others as before they do unto you, instead of do unto others as they have done, as you would have them do unto you. You know what I mean? It's like, I'm going to fuck you over because you're going to fuck me over, so surely I'm going to fuck you over first. Instead of treating people the way you would want to be treated, which that's always been my golden rule. In spite of the way they do treat me, it's almost my Achilles heel. Here we go again. The hero of your cosmic journey. Just saying. The hero of your cosmic journey. Attributes: path of divine destiny, mythic story, grand adventure, quest. You are the one you have been waiting for. You are. You are the mythic story coming to life. This great adventure is exactly as you intended to fulfill your destiny of greatness. The legend of the hero is deep within our collective consciousness, because that's how our path to fulfilling our greatest purpose here. The hero is willing to go forth when they are uncertain of what's next. They are driven by a greater purpose and many times reluctantly drawn into adventure. But once on the path moving forward, help comes through, new allies, guides, and even magical gifts awaiting discovery. There is a point of no return, a symbolic death to what was in order to continue evolving into what's next, knowing that they will never be the same again. Then, together with their friends, they must defeat the guardian at the threshold. The final test in their saga. And finally, they return home with even greater powers bestowed upon them to share for the benefit of all. Pull the sword from the stone, and let's begin the quest with the questions. What is my cosmic journey quest? Where am I on my cosmic journey? How would I write my full cosmic journey story as the hero? What can I do to activate more of my allies, guides, and magical help in my life? What is my cosmic hero's name? A light grows brighter only by lighting another. Not my message. I receive this message. I'm awestruck to be the one delivering this message. All my messages, very powerful. Very, very powerful. A light grows brighter by lighting another. You've come to your next turn on the evolutionary spiral. Your growth in each area of your life is ready to be significantly accelerated by lighting another. You cannot diminish your light by lighting another. It only grows brighter and brighter. Perhaps what you need to learn most is what you are meant to be Perhaps what you need to learn most is what you are meant to be teaching right now. This gives you more space to move on to what's next for you. Even if you don't think you are an expert or authority, you are wiser than you've given yourself credit for. When the student is ready, the teacher appears, and when the teacher is ready, the students will appear. Cosmic Catalyst. What am I drawn to teach right now? How will it light my next evolutionary path forward? Cosmic Checkbox. Teach today, the subject, the format, the method, and the number of students doesn't matter. It's the process of teaching itself that opens you up to what's next. Okay, got jingles. Coming soon. Welcome to the Ascending Age. Can't make this up, people. It's like Vegas. Vegas. Ding, 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 ding. Ding, ding, usually how you hear it. Ding, ding, ding. We've got a winner. We've got the winner right here. Spin the wheel. Ooh wee. Ooh wee. That's fun. Coming soon. Welcome the next Ascending Age. It's time to awaken to your role in the next Ascending Age of evolutionary consciousness of humanity. The ancient prophecies predicted light eons followed by darkness. This era is part of an approximately 26,000 year cycle that's a part of a cycle within a greater galactic cycle. That's the Mayan calendar. No? No? Oh yes. Oh yes. The age of Aquarius is upon us. The Mayan calendar ended in 2012. But it wasn't the end of the world. It was the end of an era. Get it? And now we're entering into the age of Aquarius, which is completely different than the age of Pisces, okay? Which is what we just left. I mean, if you just think about their attributes as astrological signs, you can read about it, and then you'll kind of get an idea of what we're headed into. We're headed into a golden age. It's high time. And you know what? Quite frankly, Guy doesn't deserve to be. No, thank you. God, if I have anything to say about it. And I do. Don't doubt that. This era is part of an approximately 26,000 year cycle that's part of a cycle within a greater galactic cycle. Our world is stepping out of a descending age and into an ascending silver age. Oh, I said golden. My bad. Where we'll uncover long hidden gifts and talents. Thank you for being here in this emerging now. I'll never understand what that is. If I asked, I would. But thank you for showing up at night. Thank you for showing up at the right time at night, at the right time. Thank you for who you are becoming. Yes, thank you. Thank you very much. Me too. Thank you, and thank you, and you, and you, and you, and you. What is my role to play in the greater story unfolding? Research myths and stories about the great year and see if there is a resonance you feel. I've looked it up. It's there. And we're wrapping it up, folks. 6 of Raphael. Haven't seen this one in a little bit. Let's see. It's a boy and a mer girl. Embrace your inner child. New friends or rekindled relationships. Children or childhood. I can say children. I can say childhood. Just not together. Yes, I cracked myself up. What's wrong with that? Oh, what a lovely memory. Experiences from your distant past or childhood come flooding back in order to help you with the present. Old friends or romantic partners may resurface. New people you meet become instant close friends due to past life connections. Previous relationships or friendships may be rekindled. Deep-rooted issues that hold you back push to be resolved. Be careful not to romanticize the past, but rather to see it clearly and objectively. Amen. Additional meanings: issues involving children, nostalgia, embracing your inner child innocence. We just had her with last reading. Woo-wee. Haniel, the High Priestess. Powerful psychic insights, reflection, and meditation meditation that provides valuable information. Be at peace. Be at peace. The High Priestess. The answers you seek are within you. They cannot be found through intellect, but instead are a product of your deepest feelings. Emotional situations provide great insight right now. Intuition and psychic messages should be treated seriously and with great respect, as they can be relied upon with confidence. Your dreams at night may also hold keys to understanding what actions to take next. There may be aspects of your situation that you're unaware of, but Archangel Haniel can provide you with the enlightenment and answers you're searching for. This is not a time of action, but of reflection and meditation. Have faith that events will unfold perfectly and that you will know when to move forward. Remain patient and be at peace, knowing that your inner guidance will not fail you. Additional meanings: the power of the subconscious, the willingness to forgive, spiritual awakening, patience, the mystery of awe and the universe, keeping the confidence of others. Haniel is a beautiful and mystical archangel who can help you understand the mysteries of life. Her name means the grace of God, and as such, she is seen by many as having goddess-like appearance. Hanel helps those who have embarked on an inner search for meaning and answers in their lives. She is loving and wise, and a loving and wise spiritual guide who can assist you in developing your intuition and psychic abilities. Good thing I'm on the last card because my computer's going to die. Page of Michael, the Michael Angel. Truthful, perspective, analytical, and blunt. I've never been accused. Oh, yes, I have. An exciting new challenge. You have what it takes to succeed. Review contracts or documents very thoroughly. Reminds me of Benjamin Franklin flying that kite. Where's the key? Okay. Oh, okay. Whoops. Okay. Nope. There we go. Page of Michael. If it's a situation. Okay. An exciting new challenge is coming. Life brings you something unexpected, but don't worry. You have what it takes to proceed successfully. Your intellect and ability to discern the truth are the only tools you'll need. Amen. Don't hesitate to do research or ask for assistance from those with the right expertise. Business or legal contracts will need thorough review. A student of life who is continually learning something new. Someone who relies on logic and reason to make his or her decisions. Truthful, balanced, insightful, sometimes unpredictable. Additional meanings: communicating your plans, important documents, a temporary delay. That is it. And very powerful it was. Thanks for hanging out with me. I really mean it. Thanks for being a part of my journey in my heart song. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave a comment. It really helps promote the video, even if it's just an emoji. All my contact information is down below if you'd like to reach out. There's also tip jars and services that I render. Okay, so I wanted to thank you all so much, and keep coming back. It works if you work it. Peace and out.